All right, welcome back and thanks for staying with us as we delve into the second topic of discussion on this morning show. Barrister Wike, Minister of the Federal Capital Territory, has warned PDP governors against meddling in Rivers State's political affairs. Wike's feud with Rivers Governor Fubara has split the state's House of Assembly into two factions. Wike responded to recent PDP Governors Forum support for Fubara and called for a review of the party Congress outcome, urging the governors to avoid Rivers politics. He expressed satisfaction with his role in President Bola Tinubu's government. Meanwhile, the Rivers State Governor, Sir Fubara, and other members of his cabinet have remained silent on the allegation by Wike that the state government has pushed the People's Democratic Party out of his administration. Governor Fubara also accused Wike's supporters of a failed bombing attempt at the presidential hotel in Port Harcourt, suggesting that it was intended to justify declaring a state of emergency in Rivers State. We still have in the studio with us our guests, Barrister Darlington Agomo and Mr. Ake Fantuki, a communications consultant. Gentlemen, thanks for staying with us.
Thank you, Mr. Okoro.
Barrister Darlington, let me come straight to you.
It's okay.
You are familiar with what's been going on in Rivers State. And just over the weekend, Wike, the FCT minister, made an outburst. He said, stay clear of Rivers politics. He was addressing members of the PDP Governors Forum, whom he said are subtly or openly supporting Fubara, the governor of Rivers State. And he went to say, I will make your states, I will cause trouble in your states. This is a sitting minister telling us, telling Nigerians that he has the capacity to cause trouble in states. He said, even if you are in Bauchi State, I have the capacity to cause trouble for you in your state. Barrister Agomo, has a minister become a national security threat if he has the capacity to cause trouble?
But we would like to get the video, play so that at least Nigerians who hear this themselves, we have an audio. Let's Nigerians hear this themselves.
If our producers are ready, let's get this audio quickly.
They are finished. Anywhere you see them say they are finished. And let me assure all of you, not while we live, not while we live, anybody will take away the structure of PDP from us. Not while we live. And let me tell people, I hear that there are some governors, who say they will take away the structure and give back to somebody. I pity those governors because I'll put fire in their states.
DSS, where is National Security Advisor? In fact, where is NBC? They have a job to do in this man. I mean, what kind of arrogance is this, for God's sake? I told you here that when you allow this type of thing to continue, very soon this will become a culture in Nigerian politics. What is that thing that's making Wike to bluff in this manner? If not that somebody is protecting in Abuja. Are you telling me that today, if Tinubu were to call Wike, either you stay in Abuja and do your work or you leave? Tinubu may not know what this man is causing him until maybe when the election comes and river people say, if instead of Wike, let all of us die. Maybe that time we'll start asking, how did we get here? Everybody is watching and seeing what Wike is doing now. Nobody will call him to order until people who say, okay, you don't have monopoly of violence. We are going to match you violence for violence. That time, DSS will come out, police will come, army will come out and start talking. This man is supposed to be arrested, for God's sake. He's not immune now. He has done enough damage to our polity. Enough damage to send him to jail. But APC, for whatever reason, they are tolerating this man. But tomorrow, somebody will come and ask me, how did we get here? We got here because APC is tolerating him.
Barrister, looking at the past election that just happened, I'm talking about the 2023 general election, we also learned the part that Wike played in Rivers State that gave the APC government the victory that they have today. Now, do you also think that this is a way of compensating him for a
compensating you for fraud. No, compensating you for fraud, for brigandage, for violation of our electoral law. Compensating what? No. This is not compensation. I'm telling you, this is not. This is evil on display. Okay. Why would they be talking in this manner for God's sake? Tell you put fire in somebody's state, and the president is there watching him. Tomorrow, you come and ask me, what did the Tinubu do? You are supposed to hear the commander. You are the one who appointed him. Did you appoint him to put fire in states?
But does it look like there's a political will for that issue, the curbing of them to happen? Because we also heard that the third man in Nigeria also make some statements that shouldn't be. Now, we learned something from Ali Ndume, the chief, when he says that Nigeria has been led by kakistocrats. Do you actually think that this whole thing happening now is in line or in tandem?
The work will stop. Look, Tinubu cannot just tell us that he's a Democrat, that he fought for democracy. The action is here now. Let him carry it out.
All right,
let him prove to him that he's a Democrat by curbing all these excesses. Because whenever an opposition now reply Wike, it is that time that the police will wake up. It is that time the DSS will wake up. But I'm telling you, nature have got a vacuum. Very, very soon, Wike will meet his match.
Now, Mr. Ken,
he will meet his match.
At this point, you heard the audio, and this is not being doctored. In fact, there are videos circulating everywhere as regarding this remark by Mr. Nyesom Wike, the FCT minister. Do you think that statement is worthy enough to get him off the office as a serving minister under this administration?
I would say, please, Nigerians, even though you don't believe me, please calm down. It's the way of politicians. They are all over the place. They do, they huff and puff.
But this is concerning security.
I repeat that politicians will huff and puff. They will even go sell their mothers in the marketplace.
Mr. Ki, you're asking us to calm down. For how long can we tolerate this?
Are you going to allow me
in the face of Infemi, we should allow Wike to continue like this.
Okay, for how long can we hold on?
Do I have a right to my opinion and allow me to land?
There's no problem with the opinion. I just asked a follow-up question.
I have just told you, but you have not allowed me to land.
You said we should calm down.
I repeat, calm down.
All right,
we have calmed down enough.
No. As far as I'm concerned, as irresponsible as I may see that statement, it's not going to take either Wike, Rivers State, PDP itself, anywhere. I know what I'm saying. If you now want to overheat it and say it is still, you just want to continue to give media space. I know at the same time it has implications. This balloon is going to unfizzle very, very soon. I noticed that Fubara did what I expected for now. But I am not sure what is going to happen next tomorrow. He has kept his quiet and his peace. The President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria intervened because the field that we have in Rivers State is all politics. It's all politics of Wike not wanting to stay where he needed to stay. Yes, I agree with you, Barrister Agomo. I will be surprised. I am not in the cabinet. I will be surprised if somebody, even beyond Bola Ahmed Tinubu, in the APC is not talking to Wike. Now, is the solution of the headache now to then cut off the head? Again, we now then move into another realm of politics. The bottom line is simple. Elections will come. Whether it is going to be Wike that says that he's the godfather or whatever it is, or it's going to be Fubara that goes to some other party or stays within the PDP, we are going to see. Now, asking that he's going to put fire in other people's states. I take that as a joke.
Mr. Akin,
You don't take it as a joke. You don't take it as a joke because the man is currently putting fire in PDP.
Even in his own state,
behavior is rewarded, it gets worse.
That was the same joke. That was the same joke.
It's already putting. Did you say it's already putting fire in PDP? It's already putting fire in PDP.
Yeah.
What party does Wike belong to?
We don't know.
Okay, so
he's a PDP member.
We don't know where he belongs. We don't know.
I therefore keep my peace. All I am saying is this is high-wired politics. He has his legs.
No.
He has his legs.
Barrister, get your opinion, please come.
He has his legs working for Bola Ahmed Tinubu. He has his rights to work for either Bola Ahmed Tinubu or not. But all I'm saying is that these are rumble and tumble about politics and politicians.
In 2015, before the general election, someone in Nigeria made a statement and he said, I will make this government ungovernable.
Yes.
If they lose the election.
If I lose this election.
Yes.
And not just that also, I think within the space of time after that particular statement was made, the issue of insecurity in Nigeria doubled. Now, we are Nigerians, we're still battling that particular effect in line with a statement made by a political elite in Nigeria. Are you also saying that Nigerians should fold their arms, as Nyesom Wike have also said, he's going to put fire in states now that happens also to be in Nigeria?
I have not said, please you can play back, I have not said Nigeria should fold their hands.
You said
and that is the reason because I am not going to put my head into politicians then. I am not going to allow somebody to break my head because of the shenanigans of politicians. That is their way. That is their method.
What they are doing will affect your life.
Wait.
Mr. Akin.
PDP is fighting PDP. WOM is fighting WOM. Let them sort themselves out within their political parties. Now, what we have the same in APC. We have the same in Labour Party. I will not for the life of me now begin to now then say, oh, Mr. President, do this. Oh, Mr. President, don't do that. I have been very clear.
Mr. Akin, in the place of security, let's put this in perspective. In the place of security, we can say boldly that Mr. Fubara is the #1 security chief of his state.
No. Mr. Fubara is the governor
of his state. When it comes to security, he's the #1 person.
He's the chief security office, personnel in name. In name. Because the constitution that we are operating does not give him all that kind of
The reason I said this is very simple.
Okay.
Mr. Fubara did claim that there was a foiled bomb attempt in a particular hotel.
Yes.
Presidential.
Of course, he alluded to the fact that it is from Wike's camp.
Yes.
Now, if he has that level of security, details in his arsenal, and he knows this person for a fact and what he can do, and the said person I'm talking about, Mr. Wike, is publicly saying to Nigerians that if any other person outside his state would bring any level of interference, the same interference he also himself and Mr. President also did get into the same state. Of course, let's not forget that Mr. President is from another party. Don't you think that that statement is weighty enough to hold very, very strong at this point of insecurity, bedeviling assassination?
Mr. Fubara said allegedly, because I'm a communicator.
Yes.
Okay, so please let's add that. Yes, he's the chief security officer of the state, and I said, in a side form, we have the SSS, DSS that he does not control. We have the police that he does not control. So let's get to basic facts. And in Rivers State, we have had cans and cankerworms. The same Fubara was the one that went to put down a state assembly So we can't now be poaching and pitching. Things are not all right there. And there's always a fire next time. I understand what you are trying to allude to, but I said, for a national discourse, let PDP go sort itself out adequately and appropriately. Mr. President made an attempt, and you know he got a lot of fisticuffs, even from us Nigerians. So, if Wike says he's still in PDP, we will see at the appropriate time. If Fubara says he's still in PDP or is moving out, we will see in appropriate time.
Mr. Akiles, I want us to bring back the discussion.
I'm only saying that please don't let us overheat a policy. No, don't let us overheat a policy over and above the shenanigans that politicians are making.
That we are talking about. We have a sitting minister make threats to governors, sitting governors in their states.
Openly.
I will put fire in your state.
And he's capable of doing that.
You believe it? He has already done it in River State.
Wait now.
No, you wait for him. No, do you wait for him? You have to wait for him. You have to wait for him to do that before you call for action.
If you know me, I am very independent and I'm very balanced.
Nobody is taking your balance away from you.
No.
You are saying that we should calm down.
What is the balance here?
I take, please. You don't have to agree with me.
Nobody is agreeing with you. I'm asking questions.
You are not asking questions. And
I'm asking you questions.
And I'm making my point.
A sitting minister make threats to governors.
What you are saying is that Wike should be arrested.
I am saying is that River State is on boiling point.
This is beyond River State. We are talking about other states. Look, a sitting minister is meant to governors in other states. I will put fire in your state.
Listen very well. We may not agree, but there is something we must agree in the national interest.
Okay, what is the national interest?
Wike should be arrested for this statement. Because if any other person make it, I know what will happen to that person.
Okay.
Yes. So for what he has done so far in River State, and this statement he's making, is there not to arrest him?
Well,
that's what I'm saying. So anybody that is covering him is an enemy of this country.
No. Nobody.
That's the truth.
Nobody is.
Mention any other minister that is behaving like this.
No.
Mention any other minister that is behaving like this.
I do not support a lot of the things Wike has been saying, but I am only saying that please don't let us overheat.
Look, the man that made the statement did not overheat the point. It is me that is analyzing it now that will overheat the point.
It was talking to state governors of PDP.
Should he?
Why should he be doing that?
No, Mr. Akin.
What right has he to do that? What right?
Can the state governors
have his thought?
The state governors have mouth. The state governors have their territory. They have the capacity to respond to Wike. This is so now for you to now they want to now boil it and say it's a national thing is the way we fester. I disagree.
He should be arrested. He should be arrested because that is a threat. A threat to national security. Why would you say you put fire? Did you hear the word?
Okay.
A minister.
Okay.
Apart from that, you see what he has done why would he be in PDP and in APC?
I do not believe Wike has the capacity, has the power to go and put fire in some other PDP state.
Are you serious?
I'm very serious.
The one he did in River State.
That's River State.
If you can do it to those states, you imagine what you do to another person's state.
No. Don't give Wike the power that he does not have.
Hold on, please. Hold on.
Wike does not have that power.
No, please. With the power behind Wike, Wike is capable of doing anything. As long as he's backed by the federal might, Wike is capable of doing anything.
No.
I am telling you, I'm telling you. Why are you talking?
We will take a big break.
Why would he be talking like that?
Getting so hot. Take a quick break or we'll come back.
It's a fact now. Let's not call a spade. We are properly Wike enough.
Barrister.
I said he should be arrested.
Barrister.
Wike should be arrested. He has done enough.
All right, Barrister. We've heard your point. Now, let's put this in a very conversational level where we don't get rowdy.
I think so.
Now, you can also be a part of this conversation, our viewers out there, by calling and, of course, sending your messages. Like we said, we are the voice of the people. We want to hear your voice, and that is the reason why we are here with you. With us, we know you have more than a voice. Now, let's get this clear. for security reasons. Port Harcourt, like every other person knows, have been boiling as a result of the feud between Mr. Fubara and the FCT minister. Now, in the end, the grass is what suffers when two elephants are warring. That's when I say the grass, we're talking about Nigerians. If at this point a statement of that magnitude is made by a sitting minister and we are not going to take any action, particularly when I say we now, I'm talking about the federal government, would not take any action, whether by statements or whether by taking him off office, what do you then say to the quest of curbing insecurity when a statement like this is made? Let's put it in real perspective. This is security matters we're talking about. Barrister, let's have your thoughts.
Good. Now, David, for a country that is wallowing in insecurity of this magnitude, statement like this should not be taken lightly at all, especially by a sitting minister of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. He should be pulled in and questioned or even prosecuted because he's threatening national security, for God's sake. He has said so many things in the past that is even worthy of taking him to court. Yet nobody is doing anything. And I ask myself, who is giving Wike the impetus, the lever for all this rascality? Who? If not the federal government, tell me who. Tell me. I told you here the impression of my people that a child whose father was sent to go and rob, you know he goes with boldness. So mention any other person that is giving Wike the impetus to be doing what he's doing, if not the federal government of Nigeria. To be precise, Mr. President, who gave you that appointment? Is it not supposed to tell, Mr. Man, you are becoming too raw. This statement here, how can you be talking like this? Please, it's either you stay in Abuja or you leave the office. But to all the time, you are kept quiet. Whatever Wike does, he if that will bring a bad impression, bad image to his government, he just keep quiet, he relax.
All right.
Thinking that Nigerians are not watching. How do you not want me to believe that Mr. Tinubu is not supporting Wike?
All right.
By allowing him to be talking and behaving in this manner.
Thank you so very much, Barrister. Now, Mr. Akin,
Yes.
over 1 year in office, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu is still with his ministers. In other words, he has not reshuffled his cabinet as we speak. Maybe you help us with some level of understanding. Is there any other sitting minister that is this vocal as much as we have the minister of the FCT? That's on one part. Secondly, economically, if we have all agreed on this table that insecurity is choking our economy to the highest level, should statements like this, whether witty or not, be taken with levity by Mr. President going forward?
Thank you very much. I come back, and if you have listened to my comments over the years, I said over the years, specifically in relation to River State, after Wike left, you see that I have been very conciliatory. I have been asking that Wike and Fubara learn from the Jagaban himself and a former governor that we had in Lagos State, Raji Fashola, and that we needed a political solution. I was on television pleading. I do plead, just like I plead for Nnamdi Kanu. It's just a pleading that, Mr. President, please intervene, find a way. He got in there. Of course, no two sides can win an argument. It now became neither here or there. I will be surprised because I'm not in the cabinet. I will be surprised if somebody is not trying to rein Wike in. I disagree with a lot of some of the things he says, but I am only saying that don't let us be too impassioned. I know it has implications. And he was talking you talked about River State, he's talking about his own PDP states. And I said, these PDP states have governors. These governors will look at him and smile, and before you know what is happening, just go and watch. They will come out with a statement. Don't let us, don't let us overheat it. I understand the way you feel. Don't let us overheat it and begin to make Wike much more relevant than what he should be. Pure and simple. The only thing that I see, which I am not saying that perhaps people don't understand, is that I am not saying, Mr. President, sack Wike. Mr. President, sack Wike. Mr. President is the commander-in-chief. It's not only Wike that he should have a reconsideration on. Yes, Wike is performing, no doubt about that, when it comes to what he needs to do. But some of the soft issues surrounding him leaves little to be talked. And I know for sure, allegedly, Mr. President is already thinking of rejigging his cabinet. Allegedly, I don't know. So if that comes, it is going to be in the front plate of Mr. President to take decisions on what needs to be done and not need to be done.
That's a very
that Nigeria is going to go on fire because there is confusion within the PDP state. I say no, it's not going to happen.
All right, Barrister. Now your final thoughts.
What I'm saying is that let me ask Mr. Fatuke. If a PDP man like Wike, according to you, or I mean, if an APC man is playing the role Wike is playing in Lagos State, will Tinubu and Sanwo-Olu tolerate it? Will he tolerate it? Answer me.
If no, wait.
Yes, now because you are saying that
no.
we should give him a
if somebody in APC
is playing the same role Wike is playing.
What role is he playing?
Good. This thing is doing in Rivers. He's in APC and he's in PDP. He's in Federal Capital Territory under APC government. You see, and he's running his mouth anyhow. You know. If he's doing
Thank you so much.
No, don't use that word.
Thank you.
My
Thank
point.
I said he's running his mouth anyhow.
PDP.
He is running his mouth anyhow. I said it now.
Excuse me.
Thank you, gentlemen.
Is that not true?
We're running out of time.
Is Wike not running his mouth anyhow?
PDP ought to have ejected. Excuse me. PDP ought to have ejected Wike.
It's okay. We'll continue.
Why is PDP not ejecting Wike? And you are not making it a national problem.
Is it in PDP? Is it in PDP? APC is tolerating whatever he's doing. That's what we are saying.
This is where we have to wrap it up.
APC is tolerating it.
Thank you. Let PDP do what is needful.
We know at this point this conversation would continue. And we would urge you out there to continue this conversation with us online. And you best do that by going to our comment section and let your voice be heard. You know, with us you have more than a voice. Well, thank you so very much, gentlemen. And we've been here with Barrister Darlington Agumore, and of course, you know, he's a political analyst and a legal practitioner. And of course, with Mr. Akin Fatike, communication consultant. Thank you so very much, sirs, for being here. We appreciate you.
I think he's consulting for
always.
Up next is a train. Just stay with us. When we come back, we'll continue.
I think Barrister is going to shake my hand after here.
Why not? If not, even though you are consulting for Wike, it doesn't matter.
No. You are consulting for PDP. You are consulting for PDP.
When we return, we'll continue with trends. Stay with us.
Oh my God.